member FDIC.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated, and Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, you name it, and Ed will tackle it. Just call 573-324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Broadcasting from the Family Drug Booth, it's the Eagle 102 Game of the Week. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Well, Gordon, we're ready for the second game of the night here in the middle school gym. It is the Clopton Hawks taking on the North Callaway Thunderbirds, and they just met last Friday night when Clopton got the win. And I have that score right in front of me, of course, 61-59 in that game. It looks like North Callaway was fairly consistent, scoring 15 in the first two quarters, 11 in the third, 18 in the final. Where it came close down to is Clopton came out, scored 24 to open up that first quarter. Was outscored by North Callaway by 1 in the second, 15-14. Clopton outscored them in the third, 18-11. But what I'm going to guess is something that made Tony Francis completely unhappy is when North Callaway outscored Clopton 18-5 in that final quarter.
Yeah, that 13-point difference in the fourth means that there was a strong push put on there by North Callaway. So based on last week's game, you got to consider this one pretty much a coin toss rolling in.
We had that with the Clopton girls and North Callaway on the opening round. Clopton had gotten that game at Clopton High School earlier in the week and then fell here in the Clopton tournament. Now, Coach Tony Francis, we've talked about it a couple times this week, mentioned that a very good team from this game is going to go home 0-2. I think at this point he's just hoping it's not them.
The Clopton Hawks getting ready to square off against the North Callaway Thunderbirds over in the high school gym, playing to see who advances on for championship play. Ellsbury going to win that ball game as it's getting ready to wrap up, heading down the stretch. Ellsbury is up by a score of 60-39, and that is the final. Ellsbury defeats Van Far 60-39. Ellsbury will move on to the championship game. Van Far will be in the third place game on Saturday. The Van Far Indians coming off a win in the Palmyra tournament against a very tough Palmyra ball club, the number 1 seed. Doesn't make it back to the championship game this week in the Bowling Green tournament.
All right, we've got your keys to the game for you coming up next here on Eagle 102.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products found in the local concession stands, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. If you are wanting something other than soda, enjoy Bubbler, Klarbrunn Water, Lipton Teas, Gatorade, and more. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the...
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The friendly and caring staff at Advanced Eye Care have just one goal in mind: to provide professional eye care for the entire family, from comprehensive eye exams to management of glaucoma and cataracts, refractive surgery to specialty contact lenses. You can count on Advanced Eye Care to provide vision for a lifetime. 3 locations to serve you: Bowling Green, Winfield, and Troy, or visit online at aecmo.com. Doctors Denise Harvey, Jessica Downs, Jackie Mudd, and staff hope to see you soon at Advanced Eye Care.
The Eagle 102 keys to the game.
Well, I think based on what I saw between Clopton and Bowling Green the other night. The keys to the game is going to be taking care of the basketball, Gordon. They did an announcement that somebody lost their cell phone. I'm like, what did we do now? Or the SMS checks me. Anyway, take care of the basketball. They allowed several turnovers in that matchup against Bowling Green. So, and Tyler Kuntz had a good night, but Bowling Green was able to shut down the Evans brothers, and that's going to be a key factor for the Hawks to pull off a win tonight.
Well, and this we'll call a subcategory of keys of the game. It's going to be keys of the game that coaches don't appreciate. North Callaway's not looking to let Clopton take a 9-point lead on them in the first quarter of play. And Tony Francis and the Clopton Hawks are looking to not be outscored by 13 points in the fourth quarter by North Callaway. If both of those clubs can avoid that happening, good things will probably follow.
My guess will probably be that neither coach wants to be outscored by 13 in any quarter, whether it's the first, the fourth, or anyone in between. So it should be a good matchup. That is for sure. We look forward to it, of course, another EMO conference game as well. They're fighting to take on Louisiana in the Consolation matchup on Saturday at 2 o'clock. As we mentioned before, Van Far will play in the third-place game. They'll get the loser of the Bowling Green-Winfield game that is going on now in the high school gym. And so we'll keep you up to date and keep some scoring updates for you as we get closer to that. We've got your starting lineups opening tip headed your direction next here on Eagle 102.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
If you're ready to start tanning but feel like you never have time, Custom Works Salon in Bowling Green has the answer for you. Chrissy and the gang now offer 24-hour tanning. For only $55 a month, you can get your glow on. Custom Works also has new hours. On Tuesdays, the salon is open until 8 p.m. Visit their Facebook page for a full list of times. Custom Works Salon, 405 South Court Street in Bowling Green.
With 14 stores across Missouri and Illinois, La Crosse Lumber Company provides lumber, quality products, and service to homeowners, builders, DIYers, and more. With some of the top brand names in the business available, La Crosse Lumber has what you need for your next project. Stop into any location for a free estimate before you start your next build. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
All right, the home team on the scoreboard this evening is the Clopton Hawks. They're starting a 6'2 senior wearing number 1, Tyler Kuntz. A 6' junior wearing number 3, Chase Hall. A 5'9 sophomore wearing number 11, Jordan Genowine. A 6'4 junior wearing number 42, Cash Evans. And a 6'3 sophomore wearing number 44, Kane Evans. For the North Callaway Thunderbirds, they are in their road green jerseys. I believe they have white numbers trimmed in black. They're starting a 5'9 senior wearing number 3, Braden O'Neill. A 6' senior wearing number 10, Gavin Rassman. A 6'2 junior wearing number 12, Sam Piesold. A senior who stands 6'1 wearing number 13, Matthew Weber. And a 6'6 senior wearing number 23, Trenton Jones. So looks like as far as height-wise, it looks like there may be a slight advantage to North Callaway.
If I remember correctly, was it Weber? So goes Weber, so goes the North Callaway Thunderbirds. I think he was one of the key contributors last time we crossed paths, if I'm recalling correctly.
He absolutely was and has been. Sam Piesold has actually also been a pretty big key for them as well. Looking back at the points that were scored, Matthew Weber had 21 points in that matchup against Clopton last week, and Piesold had 19, and then Braden O'Neill with 10. So that kind of tells you where they went in that matchup. They looks like they only brought one player off the bench, and that is Jordan Fishburne. The rest, all 5 of those that we just named off of their starters seem to play the entire game, or they're the only ones, I should say, scored points.
Clock's ticking down as we're getting ready to set off another rematch. As we mentioned, Silex, Louisiana, who just ran into each other in the tournament, saw each other last week, as did the Clopton Hawks and the North Callaway Thunderbirds, and we'll have more headed your direction.
We've got Bowling Green tournament action for you all evening right here on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Center Locker Service, and PJ Salon.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
So they're doing the in-house introductions now. Again, we mentioned for North Callaway, they're starting O'Neill, Rasmussen. Yeah. Piesold, Weber, and Jones. For Clopton, they're starting Kuntz, Hall, Genowine, Evans, and Evans. As we mentioned, Clopton is the home team on the scoreboard, while North Callaway is the visitors. It is a matchup of the 2 and 3 seed, which makes this a little bit more exciting. And Gordon, I don't know if you had seen this recently, but when Clopton does their starting lineup, everybody comes out at once. They don't do individual. They all run out together.
That's nice. That's very Tony Francis-ish, right?
Very team-oriented.
Yeah, no. I like that. And I couldn't tell you that I've actually ever noticed that before, though maybe we've seen it.
We have, but it has not been done that way the entire season, I don't think.
Or I even mean elsewhere. Like, I don't know.
No.
I'm just used to it being player by player. And
well, usually because they're all doing their little fun, whatever handshakes and whatever fun that is. Anyway, we're going to have Jones tipping center against Cash Evans. And it looks like it's going to be North Callaway controlling the tip as we're underway in this one. O'Neill with the basketball. Over to the far side. Back to O'Neill. All the way down along the baseline. Brings it near side. Piesold with the long three to open things up. It's no good. Cash with the rebound. Kicks out to Kuntz. Kuntz goes cross court. And he throws it away. Back the other direction we go. Over on the far side with it is O'Neill. O'Neill stops. He looks to pop for three. It's off the rim. Cash Evans with the rebound again. Here comes Hall. Hall, far side to Kane. Kane brings it center court now with it to Kuntz. Kuntz working around, dribbling with the left hand over the far wing now with it to Genowine. Zone defense from North Callaway as Kuntz has it at the head of North Callaway's bench to Hall. Now Genowine on the far wing. Finds Kane in the short corner. And some help, needs it. I thought he needed it. Instead, he rattles it home. Kane Evans with the first 2 points of the night. Working it on the near side with it is Weber. Weber gets it to O'Neill. O'Neill down low to Jones. Jones trying to work against Kane. Needs some help. Gets it from Piesold. Piesold shots up, and it's good. Trading buckets here in the first. 2 all our score. 6:38 to go here in the first. So with it is Hall. Hall to Kuntz. Kuntz will bring it across the timeline. And some troubles. They've got the trap. They get it to Kane at the top of the key. Brings it near side to Hall. Hall skips it cross court to Kuntz. Now in the corner to Genowine. Genowine wants to open up with the three. It's short. With the rebound is Gavin. We're not even going to try and keep saying Gavin's last name quickly here this evening.
Mr. Rasmussen.
Yep, and he goes for the three. It's off the back of the rim. And Chase Hall comes in and gets the rebound. Hall brings it near side to Genowine. Genowine rolls down, tries to feed it inside to Cash, and we're going to be tied up. No, the ball's loose. Coming with it's North Callaway. So a couple turnovers here for the Hawks, and North Callaway's headed to the other direction with O'Neal with the basketball on the wing. On the far side, brings it up top to Weber. Weber guarded by Genowine, dribbles with the left hand, and he's going to get called on the charge.
First foul of the ball game goes against North Callaway.
So a few years ago, Clopton had a player that perfected the charge. I think Jordan Genowine spent a lot of time watching him because he's all but perfected it as well.
You mean taking it, right?
There you go. With it is Hall. Hall gets it to Kane. Kane Evans kicks it out to Genowine. Genowine drives the baseline, gets down low, feeds it into Kane. Kane shots up and good. Kane's got all 4 points here for the Hawks. 5:20 to go here in the first. 4-2 our score. Hawks on top. Near side with it to Gavin. Gavin in some trouble as he looks. Picked up his dribble. Gets it down low to Jones. Jones up over top of everybody. Shots rattles home. Trenton Jones with 2. It's 4-4. 5 minutes to go here in the first. Kuntz near side with it now to Hall. Hall goes back cross side to Kuntz. In the corner to Genowine. Genowine brings it near side to Hall. Hall wants a 3, and it rattles home. Chase Hall with the tray. O'Neal with it now between the circles. He's guarded by Hall in this man-to-man defense. Takes it to the free throw line on the near side. Hands it off to Gavin. Gavin takes it in. He goes up. His shot's off the glass. Hall chases down the loose basketball, and we're headed back the other direction. Hall scans the court. Swings it far side to Kuntz. Kuntz down low to Cash. Cash back up top to Genowine. Genowine fakes the 3. Swings it to Kuntz. Kuntz wants a long downtown 3. It's off the back of the rim. Ball's loose, and Kuntz is going to get tagged with the foul as they made contact on that, chasing down that loose ball. 4:14 to go here in the first. Clopton leads this one 7-4. O'Neal with the basketball as he walks it across the timeline. O'Neal giving out some directions, looking for some help, gets it to Gavin. Gavin hands it back off to Weber. Weber pulls up for the long 3, and it rattles home. Again, we're knotted at 7. Matthew Weber with 3. We mentioned he was the leading scorer last time that these two met. Evans, that's Kane at the elbow, back out to Hall. Skips it far side to Kuntz, down the corner with it to Genowine. Genowine back up to Kuntz. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Matthew Weber as he falls into the crowd. But kind enough to help give him a push out. Checking in is Isaiah Craighead and Jordan Fishburne for Jones and Gavin. Kane will inbound to Hall. Hall working some directions. Chase Hall running the point for the Hawks. Gets it to Kane, swings it far side to Genowine. Genowine down low inside to Cash. Cash brings it near side to Hall. Hall back up top to Genowine, swings it to Kuntz. Kuntz gives a head fake. He drives the baseline, shot up. It's no good. He draws the foul. He's going to the free throw line.
Ball game's tied up at 7 with 3:22 left to go in the first quarter of play.
And they call that on Jordan Fishburne. That'll be his first. They're just now tipping off in the other gym.
Playing right now to see who's going to advance on to the next ball game, which would be the Consolation Final, and take on the Louisiana Bulldogs.
Kuntz's first free throw shot's off the mark. He'll get a second. Tyler Kuntz at the charity stripe, the 6'2 senior for the Hawks. Second one's good. Back to a 1-point lead for Clopton. O'Neal with it on the far wing, hands it off. No, he doesn't. Keeps it, drives it down the drives it down the baseline, and Chase Hall's going to pick up the foul. So North Callaway will inbound it along the baseline, and standing wide open is Fishburne. Running up top, and they get it in to Weber. Weber working against Genowine. Looks for the screen, stops, pops, his shot short. Going up for the rebound is Cash. Cash gets it to Kane. Kane to Kuntz. Kuntz throws it up to Genowine. Genowine goes to the hole, and he's going to be, they're going to say it went out of bounds. Didn't get the foul called.
So good defense by North Callaway.
So smart hands, right?
Smart hands by, I think, Fishburne.
It was. Is it Fishburne or Weber? Well, he walked right in front of me now. Now it got confused. With it, near side to Kuntz. Kuntz over to Genowine. Genowine back to Hall. Hall near side with it to Kuntz. Down the short corner to Kane. He feeds it inside to Cash. Cash can't hold on to it. It's taken away by O'Neill. O'Neill running toe-to-toe with Genowine. Hall cuts him off at the baseline. Gavin's back in the ball game. They get it in there to Craighead. Craighead goes up. His shot's no good. With the loose basketball is Cash. Cash gets it to Hall. Hall brings it near side to Kuntz. Kuntz picks it up, pulls up his dribble. Now to Hall, back to Kuntz. He's in the middle of North Callaway's bench. His threes rims in and out. No good. Cash there for the putback. It's no good. Fishburne with the rebound. Fishburne hands it off to O'Neill. O'Neill looks to slow things down. O'Neill brings it to Craighead. Craighead far side with it to Fishburne. Fishburne takes it to the free throw line to the elbow. Back out to Peasold. Peasold's shot's denied by Kuntz. Ends up in the hands of Genowine. Genowine splits defenders. Goes up. Waves off the basket. But he is fouled.
Genowine knows how to get to the rim in transition.
Double check, but I think that they called that. Yep, they did. They called it on Fishburne. That's his second. Peasold comes out. Weber returns.
And they called it on the ground, as said, so the Hawks will be inbounding the ball.
In the other gym, a quick update. They're tied at 2-all. Bowling Green and Winfield still in the first. They get it right into Cash. Cash from the free throw line pulls up. His shot's up. It's no good. And Kane with the rebound. Back to Genowine. Feeds it out to Kuntz. Kuntz, long three on the way. It's off the back of the rim. Follows his shot. Genowine comes away with it. Kicks out to Hall. Hall wants the three. And it's good. Chase Hall with the three. He's got back-to-back trays. Makes it 11-7 here in the first. 1:20 to go. With it is O'Neill. O'Neill stops, pops at the free throw line. It rolls off to the side. Cash with the rebound. He kicks it out to Hall. Hall brings it near side to Kane. Kane to Kuntz. Kuntz stands in the middle of North Callaway's bench. Now Hall between the circles, far side with it on the wing to Genowine. Back now to Cash. Cash to Kuntz. Down low in the short corner to Kane. Kane goes up. Count the bucket. Kane Evans with 6 tonight. Makes it 13-7. 1 minute to go here in the first.
North Callaway going to take their time bringing it up court. Picked up basically once they set up in their half-court offense.
With it is Gavin. Gavin looks. He's working against Kuntz. Now finds the near side of Craighead. Craighead wants the long three, and it's good. Isaiah Craighead with the tray makes it 13-10 with 38 ticks to go in the first. Once again, Hall, far side with it to Kuntz. Kuntz has his pocket pick, and it's going to be O'Neill, and he runs out of bounds. Some subs coming in. Jason Hain comes in. Jason Hain comes in along with Malik Marshall as Kuntz and Cash take a seat. And it looks like Trenton Jones returns for Isaiah Craighead. So Hall, near side with it to Genowine. Genowine working. Near side with it to Hall. Hall spins. Back up top to Genowine. Genowine backing it out again. Takes it to the top of the key. Swings it to Hain over the far side to Marshall. Marshall goes up. His shot's no good. Kane with the rebound. Kane's putback is up and good.
Smart hands.
Smart hands, and that's how the first quarter ends. Clopton on top of North Callaway by the score of 15-10. We got second quarter action coming your way next here on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Bolin Chevrolet, and Sun Window Company.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
We're getting ready to start the second quarter here in the middle school gym with Clopton leading this one at 15-10. In the high school gym, still in the first, they're shooting some free throws. Looks like Marcus Starks just dropped one. It's a 7-2 basketball game. As mentioned, still in the first. I think that's 7-3. Excuse me. They're about as slow as I am as getting points up.
So Winfield up by 4 early on in that ball game. 15-10 is our score as we're rolling into the second quarter of play already to determine who will move on to the Consolation final and take on the Louisiana Bulldogs.
So Marshall will do the inbounding as he's on the far side at the half-court line. He'll get it into Hall. Hall dribbles into the front court, brings it near side to Genowine. Genowine back to Hall over the far side to Hain. Hain back to Hall again. Top of the key, near side with it to Genowine. Genowine back up top to Hall. Hall working it around, finds Hain down in the short corner to Marshall. Back to Hall. Near side with it to Genowine. Genowine to Marshall. Cross court with it to Hain. Hain wants the long shot. It bounces up, no good. With the rebound is Gavin. Gavin gets it off to O'Neal. O'Neal walks it across the timeline. Over on the far wing with it. He looks. O'Neal feeds it down low to Weber. Weber works it around. His shot's deflected. Coming away with it is Cash. Cash and Kane exchange, gets it to Genowine. Back with it now to Hall. Hall over to the far side with it now to near side with it to Hain. Hain to Kane. Kane looks down low to Malik. Malik out to Genowine. His three is no good. With the rebound is Jones. Jones feeds it out to O'Neal. O'Neal on the far side. Works it on the wing. He stops, hands it off to Piesold. Piesold works it into the paint. His shot's up. No good, but he's fouled. He's headed to the free throw line. He's going to get to shoot two. They're going to call that on Marshall as Sam Piesold heads to the free throw line. It's the first trip for the Thunderbirds this evening.
Both teams looking for their first points of the second quarter.
First free throw shot is up and money. So Kuntz and Cash return for Hain and Malik for the Hawks. Piesold's second free throw shot's on the way. Off the back of the rim, Cash with the rebound. Cash gets it in the hands of Hall. Hall into the front court. Brings it near side to Kuntz. Back to Hall again. Swings it far side to Genowine. Genowine back up top to Hall as he stands in the circle. To Genowine again on the far side. He stops, finds Evans. That's Cash at the elbow. Cross court with it now to Kuntz. Kuntz gives a head fake. He's into the paint, down low to Cash. Cash spins, tries to split the defenders. Shots up, it's no good, and Evans is going to be tagged with that contact over the back.
A foul you see on a pretty regular basis after the missed shot.
Yeah. So Piesold will inbound to O'Neal. O'Neal will take his time, allow Piesold to get down and in place. They can start running their offense. With it over on the far side, crossover drill, stop in the paint. O'Neal shots up, it's short, and it's Evans with the rebound. That's Cash. Cash feeds it out to Hall. Hall, far side to Kuntz on the wing. Finds Kane at the elbow. Kane back out to Kuntz. Kuntz has to do a little dance over on the far sideline for keep it in bounds. Kuntz wants another three on the night. It's off the back of the rim. He runs in, ball's loose, ends up in the hands of O'Neal. O'Neal into the front court. He stops, lobs it down low to Jones. Jones underneath. He's amongst the Evans brothers. Now with it to Weber. Weber has the long three, and it's good. Matthew Weber with the tray. Makes it a 15-14 game, 1 point lead. The Hawks have it here with 5:17 to go here in the half. Far side with it to Genowine. Genowine fakes a three, now back to, well, finds Kane at the elbow. Brings it near side to Kuntz. Kuntz wants a three, and it's good. Tyler Kuntz splashes that one home, and that's his first field goal of the night. Our first shot from the field. With it is Gavin. His shot's up and good. Well, it's still a 2 point game. 18-16, 4:45 to go here in the half. To Hall. Hall over the far side to Kuntz. Kuntz finds Kane at the elbow, now near side to Hall. Hall wants another three on the night. It goes around the world, falls out. Cash with the putback, and he's going to be fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line and shoot two.
Pair of free throws with a chance to get it back to a 4-point lead for the Clopton Hawks. They're up right now 18-16 with 4:32 to go in the ball game.
So that's the first foul on Trenton Jones.
And by the ball game, we mean the first half.
Knew exactly what you meant. Cash Evans at the free throw line, spins the ball in his hand, up and good. 19-16. Returning to the game is Craighead Isaiah for North Callaway. Cash Evans at the free throw line, spins the ball in his hand. Shot up on the way, off the back of the rim, and North Callaway saves it from going out of bounds. With it is Piesold. Piesold over the far side with it to Weber. Weber, long three. It's off the back of the rim. With the rebound is Kane. Kane feeds it out to Hall. Hall quickly pushes it in the front court, near side with it to Genowine. Genowine goes straight to the hole. His shot's up. It's no good, but he's headed to the free throw line as Jordan Genowine bounces off of Trenton Jones. So Jones, that's his second. Jordan Genowine at the free throw line to shoot two with 4:14 to go here in the second. First free throw shot up and good. It's a 4-point lead again. In the high school gyms, still in the first quarter, Winfield's extended their lead to 15-6 over the Bobcats. Genowine, second free throw shot on the way is money as well. It's a 5-point lead, 21-16.
I guess you could say, well, Winfield is the 6th seed and Bowling Green's the 7th seed, except for the fact that Bowling Green already eliminated the 2 seed.
Yeah, no kidding. And Winfield eliminated the 3 seed. Hall gets the ball stripped as Piesold takes it away. His shot's up. It's no good. Kane Evans pulls down the rebound, and he's going to get fouled. And they're going to call that on Piesold. That's his first.
It's not common to see the 2 seed and 3 seed playing to get into the consolation final, and obviously neither coach is thrilled about those prospects.
No, but that tells you how good the competition is on this boys' bracket this year. Kane with it over to Genowine to Kuntz. Kuntz down low to Cash. Cash back out to Genowine, swings it near side to Hall. Hall wants another three, and it gets that. Chase Hall with his third tray of the half, makes it 24-16. Largest lead of the night now for the Hawks. So with it over to Piesold, and Piesold's going to be fouled by Kuntz, and that'll be his second. Looks like Josh Harvey's probably going to come in for Kuntz for a little bit. So with the basketball is the Thunderbirds. They get it in. No, Kane steals it. Kane goes all the way down. His shot's up. It's no good. Josh Harvey comes in from behind, but goes out of bounds. I believe last touched by Clopton. So it's a nice steal by Kane. He just got too far underneath the basket. And O'Neal taking his time, bringing it up. Now he gets a little speed to him, hands it to Piesold. Piesold to Weber. Weber, long three, in and out. Cash chases down a loose basketball. He gets it to Hall. Hall across the timeline into Kane. Kane works his way all the way in. He goes up, shots up and good. And we got a timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. It's a 10-point lead for Clopton over North Callaway with 2:52 to go here in the second as you're listening to Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Meyer Implement Company.
Are you looking for a small-town bank that will deliver personalized service? This is Michael Mudd, President and CEO of Silex Banking Company. Come visit us at our 20 South 2nd Street location in Silex for a sit-down, one-on-one experience. If you can't stop by, visit us online at silexbank.com or call 573-384-5221. We also offer mobile deposit, e-statements, and online banking. Silex Banking Company, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
It's a 10-point lead here with 2:52 to go in the half. Clopton on top, 26-16. It's a 10-point lead in the second at the high school gym as Winfield leads Bowling Green 18-8.
So both ball clubs, there's a ball club in each gym that's got to turn the tides just a little bit. North Callaway here is looking to come back against Clopton. Bowling Green looking to come back against Winfield to make it into the championship game.
So Clopton put a 2-2-1, a little bit of pressure on North Callaway as they got the ball inbounds. O'Neal hands it back to Piesold. Piesold to Weber. Weber looks for the screen, hits Jones in the paint. Jones shoots over top of everybody. It's too hard. Marshall with the rebound. And Marshall will be fouled. And that's going to go on O'Neal. That is the 7th team foul, so Marshall will get the 1-and-1. So for Clopton, you've got Hall, Genowine, Marshall, Evans, and Evans. For North Callaway, you have O'Neal, Weber, Craighead, Jones, and Piesold.
With 2.5 minutes to go in the first half, the Clopton Hawks have 5 team fouls to 7 for North Callaway.
Free throw shot off the mark with the rebound was Jones. He feeds it out to Piesold. Piesold with the right hand behind the back at the top of the key. Look to hand it off to Weber, but gets it to Craighead instead. Craighead's knocked down a 3 tonight. Down on the near block, back up top to O'Neal. O'Neal takes it down from the block extended. Finds Craighead once again. He trying to get around Cash Evans. Nothing there. Kicks it back out to O'Neal. Piesold takes it in the paint. He shoots over top of everybody. It rims in and out. No good. Evans with the rebound. That's Cash. Cash hands it off to Hall. Hall on the near wing. Up top to Cash. Cash over on the far side to Marshall. Marshall drives the baseline. He tries to shoot over top of Jones. Jones gets the deflection. Ends up in the hands of Piesold to Weber. Weber is going to be fouled by Hall, even though Hall went flying into the wall. Weber,
substitutions being made for North Callaway.
Yeah, Gavin coming in for Craighead. And it looks like Weber's going to come out. He's limping. They're going to give him a chance to walk that off. Bowling Green trying to make that comeback. They're now within 7, 18-11 in the second in the high school gym. 26-16 here as the shot goes up, and it's no good by Piesold. With the rebound is Cash. Feeds it out to Genowine. Genowine in the front half of the court takes it down at the block, spins around, shots up, and banks it in. Jordan Genowine with 4 tonight, 28-16. Largest lead of the night for the Hawks now at 12. Far side with it to O'Neal. O'Neal between the circles to Jones. Jones top of the key. Once again, O'Neal stands up there. Looks like he's trying to kill a little bit of clock here. Brings it to Jones. Jones guarded by Kane. Swings it far side to Gavin. To Piesold again. Back to Fishburne. Jordan Fishburne calls for some offense to move. Finds Piesold. We're under a minute to go here in the half. Once again, O'Neal. Guarded by Hall. He backs it up again. No count on. Jones comes out once again, top of the key. Far side to Gavin. Gavin brings it near side to Fishburne. Fishburne to Piesold. Piesold, top of the key, getting pressure from Genowine to O'Neal to Jones. Kane giving him all kinds of room. Once again, they're going to reset things. Guess we're going to look to go for the last shot with 23 seconds to go. 28-16 is the score. Clopton on top. North Callaway, O'Neal down, out to Fishburne. Once inside to Gavin. Gavin shots up. It's no good. Ball's tipped around. Gavin comes away with it. Down to 8 seconds. He goes up. His shot's deflected. Piesold with it. Tries to come back the other direction. And it ends up in the hands of Genowine. And that is how the half is going to end. Clopton on top, 28-16. We've got your halftime report for you coming up next. Well, no, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, they are going to do it. They kind of threw me off there for a second. Your halftime report coming up next here on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, on the square in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Broadcasting from the Family Drug Booth, it's the Eagle 102 Game of the Week.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Halftime Report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
At the half, Clopton leads North Callaway by the score of 28-16. And Gordon, I have to admit, I don't know that I understand what North Callaway did there at the end of the first half, burning a minute down by 12.
A little bit curious going for that last shot so far out. But maybe just hadn't felt confident in what they were doing offensively, and if they didn't think they were going to turn it around until halftime, might as well just get one more shot. And
I guess it could be. It was a little confusing. And I'm sure if you talk to Coach, he'd have a perfectly good explanation for it.
Let's flash back to the matchup that they had last week where you had talked about scoring. Clopton came out, went up early there, and going to the half in that ball game, Clopton was up by a score of 38-30, so they had an 8-point lead. Now they have a 12-point lead. So whatever changed between here and there ended up being in the favor of the Clopton Hawks. Maybe Coach Francis just wanted to be up by a little bit more in case North Callaway
in case Clopton had another 5-point quarter.
Right, somewhere along the way. I'm guessing, just like you are, that's probably not in Coach Francis's game plan. The Thunderbirds going to have to look to make an adjustment to close the gap here, and we'll also update you as to what's going on in the other gym.
We will. Currently, Winfield's shooting free throws, but they're up here in the second quarter 21-12. So Bowling Green still has a little bit of a mountain to climb there as well. We'll have a recap of some scoring from the first half coming up in just a few moments as the halftime report continues here on Eagle 102. Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana offers affordable, home-like senior living, enabling your loved ones the independence they want and the services they need. Staffed 24 hours a day with low resident-to-staff ratio and designated areas to visit your loved ones safely, rest assured Lynn's Heritage House provides peace of mind for you and those you love. So if you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or need care from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House has rooms ready. Call to set up a tour and visit soon. 754-4020 or visit 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana.
When it's time for some heavy-duty work at your place, there's only one name to remember: McMailer. McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating of Silex offers septic system pumping and grease trap cleanouts. Just give them a call for all types of backhoe work with high lift and track hoe. They install water or sewer lines, septic tanks, and drain tile. They can build lakes, do dump truck work, jackhammering, bobcat work, and more. Fully insured, you can count on quality workmanship from McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating in Silex. Call 573-384-5978.
I'm Alicia Koenig, owner of Remax Realty Shop in Bowling Green. Whether buying or selling, you need an agent who has the right connections and strategies to help you reach your goals. Remax Realty Shop team is here to help.
I'm Mark Long.
I'm Allison Miller.
I'm Les Orff.
I'm Kelly Crane.
I'm Zach Miller.
I'm Brittany Kidd.
I'm Zach Browning.
Whether you want someone to take the wheel for you, or maybe you are just feeling overwhelmed with the process, give us a call today. We'll both be glad you did. Remax Realty Shop, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Bowling Green Pharmacy, Fessler Insurance Agency, a branch of Country Financial, Alicia Koenig, owner and broker of Remax Realty Shop, and Kraus Realty.
At the half, Clopton leads North Callaway 28-16 in the high school gym. In that one, it is Winfield leading Bowling Green still in the second by the score of 23-12 as Winfield just scored. It looks like they got the foul, so they're going to go to the free throw line for the and one. You can catch that game in its entirety online at kjfmradio.com, or you can turn that radio dial to 102.1. Mark, Maddie have the call for you there. Tomorrow night, Gordon, we have 3 games for you. They start a little bit earlier. They're going to start. I have to get the right one out there for you. You're about to start 2 o'clock, and that's Saturday's game. We're going to start at pregame at 4:15, at 4:30 tip-off as Clopton girls and Louisiana girls go head-to-head in that Consolation game. And, Gordon, Louisiana girls have just done outstanding work here as of late. They've
made significant strides,
They
continued to do extremely well under Coach Brandstetter. It's not the first time he's turned a program around.
Yeah. Now, the fun part will be, so Coach Devin Streed will be coaching, obviously against Coach Derek Brandstetter, but Coach Derek Branstetter's 2 assistants, Kelsey Calvin, Kristen Tucker, both graduates of Clopton High School.
Yeah, there are a lot of ties that go between the two, and schools throughout the area, as we talked about.
But that one will be pretty fun because, they definitely know each other pretty well, kind of know inside of each other's minds quite a bit as well. So that should be a very good game tomorrow. I'm predicting that one to be a good game.
Well, we were talking about yesterday's ball game where Louisiana was squaring off against Van Far and how familiar those coaching staffs are when you have a coach who grew up wearing the other uniform.
Yeah. And then our third place game is North Callaway taking on Winfield. And then the championship game tomorrow night, definitely another great matchup. It's always fun when you watch Ellsbury and Silex go battle against each other, especially for a championship trophy.
Exactly. Lots of action still headed your direction. One of the things to keep in mind if you've been making your way to Bowling Green High School all through the week this week, it might be a little bit more crowded when you're wanting to make sure you grab your seat because all the games are going to be in one gymnasium on Friday and Saturday.
More importantly, it might be a little easier to grab a parking spot if you get here for the early games. I don't know. I haven't looked ahead what the weather's going to look like, but you never know. It could be a little on the chilly side. If you don't want that long walk, I suggest you get here early. That's going to take care of our halftime report. We'll be back with second half action after this on Eagle 102.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Kuda's Auto Repair in Farber is a full-service repair shop, offering oil changes to engine replacements and everything in between. All repairs are backed by a nationwide 24-month, 24,000-mile warranty. Kuda's Auto Repair features Motorcraft batteries, a full line of tires and lift kits. Kuda's Auto Repair also has 24/7 towing and recovery services for all light-duty vehicles. Located at 518 South Main in Farber, Kuda's Auto Repair. Call 573-249-KUDA. That's 573-249-5832 for Kuda's Auto Repair.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by N Lane Boutique, Family Drug, Custom Work Salon, and Advanced Eye Care.
We're getting ready to start the third here as Clopton leads North Callaway by the score of 28-16. Looks like it's going to be North Callaway's ball to start here in the second half as they get the ball out there.
North Callaway's trying to squeak in a few shots real quick because they spend a little bit longer in the locker room.
I'll be anxious to see what Coach Matt Miller's come up with on this one. See what kind of theory he has to get back into this one. We know
North Callaway's got size, they've got speed, they've got kids who can shoot the ball. So obviously pulling back into the game, as we saw from that last matchup, is something they're capable of doing.
So looking down at the scoring, leading scoring right now for Clopton is Kane Evans with 10, Chase Hall with 9, Tyler Kuntz and Jordan Genowine each with 4. And Matthew Weber is leading the scoring for North Callaway. He had 21 points in the game against Clopton last Friday. He's been held to 6 so far. Sam Piesold and Isaiah Craighead each have 3, and then Gavin Rasmussen.
Yeah. Rasmussen.
Sam Piesold Sam Piesold with 3, Gavin with 2, and Trenton Jones with 2. So be anxious to see how this one shakes out.
All of Chase Hall's points coming from outside the arc for the Hawks.
So O'Neill with the basketball. Looks like same starting 5 for both squads out there. As Gavin has it, he works against Cash. One dribble brings it to O'Neill. O'Neill steps up, crossover dribble, takes it down the block on the near side, feeds out to Piesold, and Piesold's going to be fouled. And they're going to call it on Tyler Kuntz. That is his 3rd. Teammates telling him to keep his head up as O'Neill looks to inbound along the baseline on the near side. They get it right into Jones. Out to Gavin, back to Piesold. Piesold shoots over top of everyone. His shot's up and good. Back to a 10-point game as Piesold gets the first bucket of the second half. Chase Hall waits in the backcourt, sets up the offense for the Hawks. Near side with it to Kuntz. Kuntz looks inside to Cash. Cash on the near block, works around into the paint. He spins, kicks it out to Hall. Hall wants another 3, and it rims in and out. Goes around the world, comes down the hands of Kane. Kane out to Cash. Cash hits Genowine. Genowine flashing to the bucket. And it's a 30-18 basketball game. 7:04 to go here in the third. Weber in the paint. His shot's up, and it's good. I kind of feel like there's a little sense of urgency for both teams coming out here to start the second half. So Kane with it far side to Hall. Hall looks, stops, back out to Kane. Back to Hall again. Kuntz kind of running around the arc looking for a screen. Hall brings it to the near side. Back to Kane. Kane to Cash. Back out to Hall. Hall into the paint to Cash. Cash dribbles with the left hand on the far block, and they're going to call him on the travel.
Drug a foot a little bit when he was looking to spin and find the open man and paint, and the ball goes back to North Callaway.
It's a 10-point lead here for the Hawks, 30-20, still in the second quarter. In the high school gym, it's a 16-point lead for Winfield as they lead Bowling Green 30-14. So Weber loses a handle on the ball, comes in back to Hall. Hall throws it up to Genowine. Genowine to the hoop, shot's up, it's no good, but he's headed to the free throw line.
And that's going to be the second team foul for North Callaway here in the second half of play. They're trailing by 10 as this one's just underway about 2 minutes deep into the third quarter of action.
That's Trenton Jones' 3rd. And here's a little hint on Genowine. If he has room to run, he's going to take it to the hole. He's going to cause you to foul him and send him to the free throw line. For that reason right there as he sinks the first one. Checking in the ball game now is Brendan Reinhard.
The big man, Trenton Jones, takes a seat for North Callaway.
As Genowine, second free throw shot. It's good as well. Back to a 12-point lead. O'Neill with the basketball. Brings it in the front court. Down on the near block, trying to get to Piesold. Now he stops and pops. It's off the mark. Cash Evans with the rebound. Cash holds it up, feeds it in the front to Kane. Kane back to Hall. Hall in the middle of Clopton's bench on the wing. Kuntz, long 3 is money. Tyler Kuntz with the tray. Give him 7 on the night. Makes it 35-20. Largest lead of the night now for the Hawks is at 15. Shot up, no good. With the rebound is Hall. Hall pushes it in the front court over on the far wing. Hands it off to Genowine. Genowine looking to feed it into Cash. Cash all alone. He's up off the glass. His shot's good, and we've got a timeout. Cash Evans with his first 2 points of the night gives him a 17-point lead, a 37-20 as you're listening to tournament action from Bowling Green here on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Pogue Ford, Silex Banking Company, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
Since 1939, Meyer Implement Company has been serving the local agricultural and business communities with quality sales and service. Meyer Implement has also taken great pride in supporting those communities and would like to wish the area sports teams the best of luck throughout their seasons. Be sure to stop by and visit the people who truly appreciate your business. Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
17-point lead for the Hawks, 37-20, 5:16 to go here in the third. Full court man-to-man defense from the Hawks as they allow Weber to get the ball in. He's working against Genowine. Weber pushes it into the front court, no problem, to the free throw line, out to Gavin. Gavin working in the paint, brings it near side, back out to Weber again. He bounces off of Genowine, takes it to the hole, count the bucket and the foul. So Matthew Weber for the old-fashioned three-point play as Jordan Genowine picks up his first foul of the night.
We know Weber can put up points in bunches, and a bunch is what North Callaway needs as they're trailing by 15 with 5 minutes to go.
Free throw shot up and good.
In the third quarter.
Makes it 37-23. Under 5 to go in the third. 30-14 is the score in the high school gym as Winfield leads Bowling Green in the second still. So Kane will inbound for the Hawks. Needs to get into somebody, hands it to Kuntz. Kuntz drives down to the short corner, gets it into Cash, as tips off his fingertips, ends up in the hands of North Callaway. Piesold pushes in the front court, working against Kuntz. Finds Gavin. Gavin to Fishburne. Fishburne off to Reinhardt. Reinhardt, his shot's blocked by Cash. Ball's loose. It rolls around, and we're going to have, I'm not sure what we're going to have.
Let's see if they're calling.
I think they're going to call it out of bounds off of Clopton.
Right now they're calling for the towel boy.
And there, Scott Hansen went over and got one. And is going to wipe it up. Again, in the high school gym, it's a half right now. Winfield leads 30-14 over the Bobcats here with 4.5 to go in the third. Clopton leads North Callaway 37-23.
It's possible they could have looked to hire out some of the little Hawks who had the brooms during the Clopton tournament.
Did a nice job with it, didn't they?
Did a fantastic job.
Piesold to get the ball in for North Callaway. They get it up top to Fishburne, now in the hands of Weber. Weber spins, working against Genowine. He's in the paint, tries to create something there, bounces off there. Cash with the rebound. He feeds it out to Hall. Hall works it over to the far wing. Back up behind the arc, finds Genowine. Genowine, top of the key, back to Cash, or excuse me, to Kane. Down to Hall, inside to Cash. Katz is underneath the basket. His shot's up and good. Cash Evans now with 4, makes it 39-23 with 4 minutes to go. Gavin with the reverse hook is up and no good. But Reinhardt does the same thing and gets the bucket. Makes it 39-25. Hall with the basketball. Near side with it to Genowine. Genowine looking, tries to hit Kuntz, and Kuntz plows into Adam Falloon, and it goes out of bounds. Unfortunately, Kuntz's elbow connects with Falloon's lip. I don't think as a referee you think about getting beat up too terribly much, but when there's no place for Falloon to go except for the brick wall behind him, you get a player flying in like that. Giving Kuntz a little bit of a smile as he walks by. O'Neal with it on the far side. Backs up behind the arc. Marshall in the game right now for Kuntz. O'Neal works it around. Finds Craighead. Craighead back out to O'Neal. O'Neal in the paint. His runner's up and good.
Nice penetration by North Callaway.
On the far side with it to Genowine. Genowine works it on the wing on the far side. Tries to find some space. Takes it to the free throw line. And we're going to have a foul away from the ball.
He's trying to get the ball down low to Kane Evans' foul before he could do that.
Braden O'Neal picks up his second foul. Genowine will inbound the ball along the baseline on the far side. Looks, gets it into Kane. Kane in some trouble. Shots up. It's no good. And it's going to be Genowine getting the foul. And North Callaway's basketball.
The big man, Trenton Jones, for North Callaway takes up some space, would take up even more if those arms were up in the air the whole time.
Yeah.
Clopton's able to make some of their inbound plays work because his space is more lateral than vertical.
With it is Weber. Weber brings it near side to O'Neal. O'Neal looks for the pick, and he's going to run right into the Evans brothers. His shot's over the top, and it's Craighead there for the putback. Isaiah Craighead went airborne, tipped it back in, makes it a 10-point game again, 39-29 with 2.5 to go here in the third. Near side with it to Genowine. Genowine finds Kane. Kane, far side to Marshall. Marshall to Cash. Cash on the far side to Kane, top of the key. Kane brings it near side to Hall, now with it to Marshall, inside to Cash. Back out to Kane. Kane stops, pops for three. It's off the back of the rim. Genowine goes tall for the rebound. Brings it down, tries to feed it inside to Cash. It's tipped around, and Weber comes away with it. Weber's going to take it straight to the hole. His shot's up. It's no good. Tip around, coming away with it is North Callaway. It's going to go out of bounds now. Last touch by Clopton.
39-29. Clopton's led by as many as 17 points. That lead's been trimmed to 10 by North Callaway.
Kuntz returns to the ball game as Craighead will inbound it, as O'Neal gets it right into Craighead. Craighead to Weber. Weber behind the arc, looks for the screen, takes in the paint from the elbow, shots up, and it's no good. Craighead there for the putback. However, Cash Evans gets the denial.
Knocks it out of bounds. North Callaway will inbound again. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter of play.
So O'Neal from the far side gets it to Weber. Weber thought about the three. Now he goes for it, and it's good. Matthew Weber with the tray.
And that makes it just a 7-point lead for the Clopton Hawks.
And Coach Tony Francis wants to take a timeout to talk to his Hawks. We'll take a timeout to hear from some of our sponsors. 1:41 to go here in the third. Clopton leads North Callaway 39-32 as you're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Calumet of Missouri, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
You simply can't buy a better replacement window than one from Sun Window Company. Energy-efficient windows and doors with a lifetime warranty on both the window and installation. Sun Window Company, family-owned and operated since 1989, offers low factory direct prices on high-quality vinyl windows, custom designed to fit perfectly and built to last. See how much you can save. Call Sun Windows, 573-549-2080 for details and a free estimate. Sun Window Company, Highway 161 in Middletown.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
39-32 is our score. Clopton leads North Callaway at the half. Clopton had the 28-16 lead, and North Callaway has come back and kind of gotten hot here in the second half, Gordon.
I agree. Now, it's that same disappearing lead that Clopton saw last time they faced North Callaway.
So with it is Hall. Hall working against Weber up top, brings it near side to Genowine. Genowine at the head of Clopton's bench, finds Cash. Cash goes on low to Kane. Kane goes up, his shot's good. So Kane Evans with 12 so far on the night makes it a 41-32 ball game. 9-point lead with 1:20 to go here in the third. Looking for the screen, O'Neal takes it down low on the block. Needs some help, gets it out to Weber. Weber stops, pops for three. It's going to be short. Cash with the rebound. He feeds it out to Hall. Hall into the front court, works around the defense. Hands it back to Genowine. Genowine looks. Far side with it to Hall. Back to Genowine once again. Brings it near side to Kuntz. Kuntz gives a fake. Back to Hall. He wants another three. It's off the rim. Ball's tipped around. Coming away with it is Fishburne. O'Neal with it into the front court, takes it down, out to Piesold. Piesold's three's up and good.
So I found myself thinking last time right before you threw that question out there, what Coach Francis's take would be on the two games playing out in such similar fashion.
Yeah.
As far as Clopton jumping out to that early lead, but then Clopton seeing it disappear also in the second half. Something tells me Coach Francis would definitely have an explanation.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it could be one.
It might be a colorful one.
Yeah, as I said, I'm not sure it's one that wouldn't leave him shaking his head more than anything. A foul called on Pizzold as Cash Evans goes to the free throw line. Evans' first free throw shot's up and no good. It's a 6-point lead for the Hawks right now, 41-35. Evans trying to extend it to a 7-point lead. Second free throw shot off the mark, and it's Jones coming away with the rebound. O'Neal brings it in the front court. Coach Miller tells him to hold up. He's at the head of North Callaway's bench, now walks to the center. Looks like they're going to go for the last shot with 15 seconds left to go here in the third. Jordan Genowine not giving Matthew Weber much room at all. Weber has it now. Looks at the clock. Down to 5. Crossover. Takes it over to the elbow. In the paint. Brings it out to Fishburne. Fishburne wants the 3. It's off the rim. And that's how the third quarter ends. Clopton leads this one still by 6, 41-35. We got your final quarter of action coming up next here on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by the Mercantile Bank, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pepsi.
As temperatures fall, CD rates are rising at People's Savings Bank. With flexible terms from 4 months to 24 months, get more for your money with annual percentage yields as high as 3.82%. Stop in at any of our 11 locations, including right here in Bowling Green, to open a high interest rate CD, or check us out online at ourpsb.com. People's Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Quoted APY based on a 4-month term with a minimum $1,000 deposit to open or obtain stated APY. Terms and conditions may change. Ask for details.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Eolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
We're getting ready to start the fourth quarter here in the middle school gym. In the high school gym, they're still in the third. Basically, they've played a minute. North Callaway still leads 30-16.
Here, teams playing to determine whose week of basketball is over.
That they are.
And as mentioned, Coach Francis said there's going to be a really good team who ends up leaving this tournament 0-2.
Kuntz back in the basketball game. He's working against Gavin over on the far wing. Hands it off near side to Genowine. Genowine looks. They feed it into Cash. Cash cross to Hall. Hall waits for Weber. Now back up top to Cash. Now swings it near side to Kuntz. Kane in the short corner. Kane underneath. Dishes it to Cash. Cash is there for the bucket.
Nice dish and nice finish.
There's got to be something there about that brotherly telepathy stuff there that let him know that his brother was right there and could finish that one. 43-35 our score. We've played about 30 seconds here in the fourth. With it is Pizzold. Pizzold to Gavin. Gavin at the free throw line. Feeds it off to Jones, and it's a turnover for the Thunderbirds. Hall gets it into Kane. Kane at the elbow, back to Cash. Cash. Didn't see Kane with the hand out as he had that open spot, open lane. Kane on the court with it now. Back out to Genowine. Genowine to Cash on the elbow. Working around Jones. Takes it down, spins. His shot's up, and it's good. Cash Evans with another 2.
And that takes it back to a double-digit lead.
So with it is Weber. Weber goes in. His shot's up. It's no good. And the rebound is brought down by Genowine. Genowine holds up in the front court. Feeds it off to Kane. Kane, cross court, goes out of bounds as they try to get to Hall.
45-35, 6:28 to go in this ball game. 3 team fouls apiece.
Kuntz lobs it right into Kane. Kane cross court with it to Genowine. Genowine up top to Kane, back to Hall. Hall wants another 3, and it's there. Another big tray by Hall, and it makes it a 13-point game. North Callaway wants to take a timeout. We will as well. 6:16 to go in the ball game. It's a 13-point lead for Clopton. 48-35 as you're listening to Bowling Green Tournament action on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Knight Equipment Company, and Advanced Physical Therapy.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
48-35 is our score. 6:16 to go in this basketball game. And the good news for Clopton is they've already scored more than 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
Okay, that would be an upside based on that last matchup where they were outscored by 13, only managed 5, and then pulled out the 1 or 2 point win.
Yeah, so that's where we are here. 48-35 is our score. I say they have more than that, but I don't know where I wrote them down at, so that makes it even better. I think I just wrote them down the wrong spots.
Well, the North Callaway Thunderbirds saw an awful lot of their hard work disappear as they had trimmed it to, I think, a 7-point ball game and now find themselves trailing by 13 again.
Down to 6. 48-35 as O'Neal brings it in the front court. Over the far side to Pizol, and this plays broken up in there by Genowine. However, it goes out of bounds. Pizol will inbound it once again. On the far side, guarding the inbounds play is Kuntz. They get it into O'Neal. O'Neal given some space by Hall. Brings it near side. O'Neal stripped from behind by Cash. Cash gets it back to Hall. Hall will push it into the front court. Far side with it to Genowine. Genowine looks, puts the ball in the court, back up top to Cash. She swings it to Kuntz, now to Hall. Hall back to Kuntz. Kuntz works it in. Has his pocket pick, gets it back to Hall. Kuntz wants a long 3, and it's money. Tyler Kuntz with the tray. And it's a 51-35 basketball game with 5:20 to go here in the ball game. Pizol with it to O'Neal. O'Neal, top of the key, takes it to the far elbow. Down low to Jones. Jones spins over top of everybody. His shot's up and good. Trenton Jones with 2. 51-37.
The Evans brothers have made it a little tough for Trenton Jones to do what he might do otherwise.
Genowine down low with it to Kuntz. Gets it to Cash. Cash thought about Kane, but feeds it out to Genowine. Genowine waits for the defense to go up in the air. Loses the handle. Ball's on the court. Taken away now by North Callaway. Craighead on the far side. Picks up his dribble. Back out to O'Neal. Brings it near side to Weber. Weber, long 3. It's good. They should just nickname him Mr. Tree.
Weber makes it an 11-point game now. Clopton on top.
That's his 4th 3 of the night. With it is Evans. Evans cross court to Kuntz. Another 3, too hard off the back of the rim. Weber with the rebound. Weber works around, goes down low. His shot's up. It's tipped, and it's going to fall good. So Weber has another 2, makes it 51-42. Kuntz far side with it to Genowine. Has his pocket picked. 4 minutes to go here in the ball game. To Pizol. Pizol from the paint. His shot's up and good. And that's it. Coach Francis wants to take a timeout. All of a sudden, here comes North Callaway back. 51-44 is our score. Under 4 to go here in the ball game. Clopton leads this one as you're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, Hayden's Motorsports, and La Crosse Lumber Company.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Well, what was going well for Clopton, apparently North Callaway found another gear as well. They've got it within the 7. 51-44 is our score. Clopton still on top in the middle school gym. In the high school gym, Winfield leads Bowling Green 34-21.
And we'll mention again, while Clopton pulled out the win when these two teams squared off last week, it was a 13-point advantage for North Callaway in the fourth quarter of action as they closed it to what ended up being a 1 or 2 point game.
Back to Kuntz. Kuntz down low, all alone underneath the basket was Cash, and he misses the point blank shot, and I think that's because Trenton Jones came flying in and he went a little too hard off the glass. Weber in some trouble in the paint. He turns around, shots up and good. Matthew Weber, who had the big numbers for him the last time, is putting up the numbers again tonight. 51-46. Koontz, cross court to Hall. Hall down low to Genowine. Pass is deflected, ball's loose. Coming away with it is North Callaway. Craighead with it. Works it in the paint. Kicks it back out. Ball's loose now in the hands of Clopton. Genowine works over the far side. Brings it back center court. Near side with it to Koontz. Koontz works his way in. And they're going to call the charge. And that'll be 4 on Koontz. So O'Neal will have the ball. We're under 3 minutes to go in this one. O'Neal walks it across the timeline.
4 team fouls for North Callaway, 3 for, reverse that by the way, 4 for Clopton, 3 for North Callaway.
A 3 by Craighead, and all of a sudden this game just got tight. 51-49, a 2-point game. Evans with it, that's Kane. Far side to Koontz. Koontz back up top, brings it near side to Genowine. Genowine back to Hall. They work it around. He takes it to the hole, and they call the foul and send Hall's going to go to the free throw line. And they're going to call that on Craighead. That's his first.
$51-49, 2:23 to go in the ball game. 4 team fouls apiece.
Hall at the free throw line. First free throw shot is up and good. He'll get the second. 52-49. Hall back up to the charity stripe, spins the ball, dribbles a couple times, spins it again, shot up on the way, and it's good once again. 53-49. 2:20 to go in the ball game. With it is O'Neal. O'Neal works it around. And we got an offensive foul as Piesold gets some pushing there against Koontz. The two were kind of going back and forth.
Koontz kept his cool, collected the foul.
And it's going to be 2:11 to go in the game, 53-49. That's Piesold's third foul. Weber's going to pick him up in the back. Little pitch and catch between Koontz and Hall. Koontz finds Genowine on the far side. Back to Kane. Brings it to Koontz. Koontz thought about the 3, dishes it off to Cash. Cash at the elbow. Over cross court to Genowine. Genowine brings it near side to Hall. Hall working it around, needs some help. Gets it inside to Cash, finds Kane. Kane goes to the hoop, shots up and good. Nice give and go from big brother to little brother. O'Neal to Weber. Weber's going to look for that 3, and it misses everything. His shot was a little rushed there. We got a timeout. Coach Miller wants to take it and talk about it. We'll do the same. With 1:35 to go here in this matchup, you've got Clopton leading North Callaway 55-49 here on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Ann Lane Boutique, Family Drug, Custom Work Salon, and Advance Eye Care.
After the timeout, 1:35 to go here in this ball game. Clopton leads it 55-49 in the high school gym. Winfield leads Bowling Green still in the third, 44-29. Full court man-to-man defense from the T-Birds as they get the ball into Koontz. Koontz to Hall. Hall working it around, back to Koontz again. Koontz looks it up, throws it cross court to Kane. Kane goes over to Cash, but it's taken away by Piesold. Piesold into the front court, working around against Koontz. Fadeaway shot is off the mark. Hall and Craighead going toe-to-toe. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the T-Birds.
In the high school gym, teams are squaring off, Winfield and Bowling Green, to move on to the championship game. Here, both teams squaring off to get to play one more game.
That's right. Get that third game. O'Neal to inbound along the baseline on the near side. They look, get it into Weber. Weber into the paint. At the elbow, he shoots over top of Genowine. His shot's off the mark. Ball's loose, and it's going to be thrown out of bounds as Weber tried to save it. He took it away from Cash Evans, threw it back in, and it went out of bounds on the far side. 1:06 to go.
Coach Francis politely asks his players to hold the ball a little tighter when they grab it.
I like how you said politely asks. Throw it up to Kane. Kane in the front court. Hands it off to Chase Hall to Genowine. Back to Hall. Hall makes some room, works through, and he's going to be fouled. Nice acrobatic move by Craig Head not to get his knee in the middle of Chase Hall's head as he fell to the ground. O'Neal picks up the foul. That's only the 5th from North Callaway.
55-49, less than a minute to go in the ball game.
So with the basketball is the Hawks. Genowine is going to be fouled by O'Neal.
And that's going to be the 7th team foul.
I think they got a little fast on it. Oh, nope. I was a little slow. Thank you. So 1-1 for Genowine.
The 4th team foul on O'Neal, which I think you might have mentioned.
So Genowine for the 1-1. As he dribbles the basketball. First one's up and good. That earns him the second. 56-49, 53 ticks to go in the ball game. Second free throw shot is money as well. We got another timeout. We'll take one as well. 57-49 is our score. Clopton leads North Callaway in this one as you're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana offers affordable, home-like senior living, enabling your loved ones the independence they want and the services they need. Staffed 24 hours a day with low resident-to-staff ratio and designated areas to visit your loved ones safely, rest assured Lynn's Heritage House provides peace of mind for you and those you love. So if you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or need care from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House has rooms ready. Call to set up a tour and visit soon. 754-4020 or visit 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Bowling Green Pharmacy, Fessler Insurance Agency, a branch of Country Financial, Alicia Koenig, owner and broker of Remax Realty Shop, and Kraus Realty.
57-49, Hawks on top of North Callaway here as O'Neal has the basketball to Weber. Weber, long three on the way, and it's good. They cannot let him shoot that basketball if you're the Hawks. It's a 5-point game. We got another timeout. Coach Francis wants it. We'll take it as well. 57-52 our score. 34 seconds to go here in this one as you're listening to Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MERC Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Center Locker Service, and PJ Salon.
So 5-point difference here, Gordon. 34 ticks to go. One team trying to stay alive and take on Louisiana in that consolation game on Saturday while trying to send the other team home. This is a 2-3 matchup, by the way. Cash gets it into Kane. Kane works it up, goes cross court to Genowine. Genowine gives the head fake, works it around, brings it to Kuntz, and Piesold's going to get the foul. That'll be his 4th, and he'll send Tyler Kuntz to the free throw line for a 1-1.
Now we only have 27 seconds left in the ball game.
So O'Neal and Fishburne come in as Jones and Gavin take a seat. Kuntz stands at the free throw line. So 1-1. First free throw shot is up and good. He makes it a 2-possession game.
There are 8 team fouls for North Callaway, just 4 team fouls for the Clopton Hawks, who have a foul or two to give and not put anybody at the free throw line.
Malik Marshall in the game now for Cash Evans with 27 ticks to go. Second free throw shot off the rim, with the rebound is Fishburne. Gets it to O'Neal. O'Neal to Piesold. Piesold stops, pops for two. His shot's off the mark. It's Kane with the rebound, and Kane's going to immediately be fouled by Isaiah Craighead.
Big board by Kane, who quickly runs down to the other end, settles in at the free throw line.
And that is 5 on O'Neal. So I thought they were giving it to Craighead. They gave it to O'Neal instead. So Gavin checking back in for O'Neal. Kane Evans at the free throw line with 16 ticks to go on the 1-and-1. First free throw shot on the way. Off the back of the rim and through the hoop.
Which earns him another, and it's a 7-point lead now for Clopton. So 3 possessions with 16.8 seconds on the clock.
Evans dribbles, spins the ball in his hands, shot on the way, and it's good. Weber, crossover dribble, stops, pops for that 3. It's off the back of the rim, and it's Genowine with it. And he ties it up and is going to make him foul him. Genowine's headed back to the free throw line for the 1-and-1.
That possession, the missed bucket, pretty much putting it away for the Clopton Hawks. If, in fact, Coach Francis is a believer in free throws being important.
I think at this point he's decided that they are. So the Hawks in the backcourt as Genowine goes for his first. He actually gets to shoot 2. The first one was the 10th team foul. His first one no good.
Nobody on the blocks for the Hawks.
60-52 is our score. Second free throw shot is good. So Craighead down, stops, pops for the 3, and at the buzzer, that's how this one ends. Clopton gets the win, 61-52. We've got your post-game show for you coming up as Clopton defeats North Callaway to head to the Consolation game on Saturday here on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank & Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank & Trust app today. People's Bank & Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
Well, it's an exciting matchup. Gordon as Clopton holds on to get the win over North Callaway, 61-52. They advance on to take on Louisiana on Saturday in the first game of the night in the consolation game after Louisiana defeated Silex 80-42.
And the tournament play ends for North Callaway. The outcome of this game, we've talked about Clopton and North Callaway running into each other last week. The end result was the same, though it was a little bit more decidedly in Clopton's advantage, but very similar to last week's matchup in that Clopton took a lead early and North Callaway stormed back late.
They did. Let's run down some scoring real quick, if my numbers are official. Clopton did a nice job of spreading the ball out. All their starters, except for one, was in double digits, and that was actually Cash Evans. He never had a shot from the field until the third quarter. But Kane Evans led scoring tonight with 16. Chase Hall had 14, Tyler Kuntz with 12, and Jordan Genowine with 11, and Cash had 9. So just 1 point away from, all 5 starters being in double digits.
Yeah, no, that's pretty balanced scoring attack.
That is. On the other side of the ball, exactly what we expected. Matthew Weber led them in scoring last time with over 20 points. He had 24 this game. Then Sam Piesold and Isaiah Craighead each had 8. With 4 was Trenton Jones, and then with 2 was Braden O'Neill, Brendan Reinhardt.
I got you, Marion.
I appreciate it. And Gavin
Rasmussen.
Thank you. They all had 2, so didn't quite count up the free throws. But tell you what, overall, they did a nice job of spreading the ball out, getting everybody to score. But Matthew Weber, when he had a hold of the basketball, you couldn't stop him.
Yeah, no, he was a player who you knew to keep an eye on from previous years when we've run into the North Callaway Thunderbirds, and he did not disappoint. It's just a matter of creating more opportunities. He was quiet in the first half with 6 points, and then in the second half, he did what we've seen him do numerous times.
All right, we're going to take our final break. We'll be back to wrap things up from this one as Clopton defeats North Callaway 61-52 as you're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
I'm Alicia Koenig, owner of Remax Realty Shop in Bowling Green. Whether buying or selling, you need an agent who has the right connections and strategies to help you reach your goals. Remax Realty Shop team is here to help.
I'm Mark Long.
I'm Allison Miller.
I'm Les Orff.
I'm Kelly Crane.
I'm Zach Miller.
I'm Brittany Kidd.
I'm Zach Browning.
Whether you want someone to take the wheel for you, or maybe you are just feeling overwhelmed with the process, give us a call today. We'll both be glad you did. Remax Realty Shop, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green tournament coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Ann Lane Boutique, Family Drug, Custom Work Salon, and Advance Eye Care.
The final from the middle school gym. Clopton advances on as they defeat North Callaway 61-52. Games earlier tonight, it was Louisiana over Silex 80-42. Ellsbury got the win over Vanfar to advance to the championship game 60-39. Currently in the high school gym, that other games going on between Bowling Green and Winfield leads Bowling Green 55-39.
So that's still that one game going underway before the brackets are actually set for the remainder of the 98th annual Bowling Green tournament. We had talked about the games that were going to be played on Friday evening. You can find a full list of games online at kjfmradio.com, and of course tune in for Eagle 102 Sports as well. The key part would be the very first games tomorrow start at 4:30. The very first game on Saturday starts at 2 o'clock.
All right, that'll take care of it from the high school gym tonight. For Gordon Sanders, I'm Marion Everhart. You've been listening to the 98th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.